are very careful.
Oh yes.
And they are following the discourse. The happiness. Nyema is no. Omu nyina no omu tie, omu hwe. Na they will make a decision. That will speak to omo yes ade man say the mo ye ni nhu.
Bia no kra to me mu ya be mu nso da.
I don't get it.
Yametias ebe fa.
Oh.
Yametias. This the crisis as akabe.
And
18 days.
Na 14. So 17 days.
Ebe fa. Nyame ne hene.
Nyametias.
Oh, Nyametias. Ebe fa.
And he will be a president of Ghana one day.
Inshallah. Haya.
One day.
Social media ntananka de kika fa je kufuo ho. Enne na danko akra de. Omukase se konfonoche ahye nkomoto ayi achimfo ase iseroji fo so bi antimi nima mpani.
Na nabusua mu bloodline bi den dia konye nyeye.
Ese no na bi.
Wadi atwa.
Ama na ye fe ama one wotifi no. Oye busy kura se mampani ote akonya zizi. Ana do tifi. Dia na nyankopon tumi nya.
Otumi ye bibia, otumi ade. Na se nyankopon obechira wo ngobuso obia wo. Ko busu apani kura be yiwama. Obechira wa.
Wese busu apani to park no. Na me be jano ko busu apani. Ana wutira na ye. Ana busu apani to park ya.
Ko be yiwama ko.
Wa obete.
Ka bete pa.
Ye be sie ukra ma busu afonyo obia hu be bi sie.
Ufre ni branga ye hu. Aso ay frata de akapo. Evuville. I never tell. Nyametias. Ebe fa.
Yonku o say the fewer the merrier. Enti Dr. Baumia eye. Umo no motwa ho hia bibiri no se no nyom ya na do.
Dabi.
Enti nyame ya adom na ode de wo hwehwe yi adom wa. You have them to appreciate them, no, will be few, so that you can have enough time to concentrate on governance and Ghana for the best ones. Why?
Asiedu ka aya contesting na he. Asiedu ka aya contesting na he.
Open so who my first boyfriend. Another upon the first girlfriend. But who must you?
Election
never pre bibi.
Yeah, baby,
yes, that one of us was said, and because he just so ama will be out to you. Hey,
that about me about an yeska. Yes, it be near my scratch for win.
No.
Scratch for win.
Scratch it. Now
dial *850*25# na odie din komonechi ya. You stand a chance of winning up to 1 million Ghana cedis, 10 billion old cedis, and even more. Na me pa cho we no amumu hwa otwa this is kano udi dial *850*25# *850*25#. 5 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis, 20, 30, 40, 50. Your person utwabia instantly amunumu hono ma brako pe se no mukasa preko na me ni show no amunumu ha no wenye ska puduo
egu botom eno so kwa no workings
that's to park
onye bia apes kan bi dia ko pass Asiedu na bi bia fine
sabe pepe
so dia ma yankwai yanko
Hepasco
Haba capsules. Ya kai nyina no na ehwe ya pom den ya brebu ho adwuma. Na ba yo brebu ho adwuma Hepasco Haba capsules sanse kanena ne ase hepatitis B ne aduro. Ene Hepasco ba ye nkofo agya kan sanse wo ba hu ne Hepasco etumi ye. Na ne dwuma edie ne se brebu no enim di fo kire se moja die fu se ne onipadua mu no brebo no store bi wom na da yada mu no a enka umoja awia na se bibi atu wo pofri mu na nka wo so wu ntam no brabo na release moja aka no de mani padua na entima otimi nya ahome kakra etimi de kwa ya asabia konya nkwa no aha ana afe ne ye dini ne ye num koni padua no mu no de ma wo mu anka be ku ye ntam no brabo na so ne so na atwe pause ni na free mu na ma yetumi atas nyasa anka mpo obi di poison anka munum wa anko be wu de ma ni timi twintwa so kakra brebo no a entini yase ma brebo nya hode na etimi ayi na djuma na so etimi atena se ache na oba ne sade yakoba bia to bibido bia akọ aso pe Pasco heba caps na djuma ye de entina manfo friend saying
brebo boafo ba ko pe
and intimi e ma number na so friend doctor ne nkomo wo 0557453579 ana 0501 459255
Ruta
natural products no enamiensa na wade a eye no esewe ne se ye kaye kire wo anope Ruta mixture no se malaria fever no a etete wo no de wanu mu nu ahwehwe ano abahu ane sa asaba no edu ebetere te na ye fru na so tire gira na so apomudimuli eye Ruta mixture we no eye nu bra kan ene ye dia ye na Ruta tonic ne so de typhoid fever ye we ni edu a wonum bia etu asie deku wa bra emebio na Ruta live no obotantim we de ebiebie wuntine ne mu moja ne betumi akwa aba ye na ewia asanso ahuru ni pedua ne mu kama na yifi bia de free ho na abo ho man akwati anyare wa hodo bebre ba bia yeto bebedro bia Ruta no pay ebi wo ho yes
bia na openchemu de media ma we dia bro so betimi afre
0244 485632 0244485632 Exodus Moringa capsules any Exodus dandelion capsules also dia no pa num dandelion capsules no mienu
moringa ni mienu
awia motasa dandelion no mienu
moringa ni mienu
enna ya ye ne sawate na sciatica diabetes pressure any ya de would obi aka no ebe kwa ma nwato na ya na the way aka ho
Exodus for you
wo be kan kokwa no pa ene anwumre prenu dako na wodi atredi kokoi ne be samprensa abroso ampre nan pe misrom fa nkonu asensi na abrosan aha menya di furu pesa na wo yere sa mo ayere sa no content wodi pedua no na empanimfo no esa yade nyina akire no
anso anti aging we na momo no
ebetre no so tiase we die ne be da so kama 90 years best dia afa no nya 50 aha na ankwada na wonum ko school no so no bi o ma dwene ma musua wo mu hunu enti obia nko bebi ato ebido bia nko pebinto na wo pendo so puatu atode a eni obekọ atonso ago high school junction bebi ya bi tompa boa wadwam ho no ano na wakọ akotu ndo so pontie de doctor number ma say friend na ni nkomo bia ewo 0544 447033 0544 447033
3P garlic mixture way AAP work for omodro wanwaso na won modi abanu edro way na anum bia immune system no ebe boost ne kama na kwati anyarewa hodro anope wodihie bi hu kani na stroke yare aka na to won mu a ama wan kama asem no bobodna kope 3P ebe pejana gina ho ama won so de wadanse no aba anope hu a wobu won sa wo bre wa wobu won sa wo te yaw enida ne pa etete wo modna kope sa edro we bi nanonom won so aya kese abroso diabetes yare edi ni penya se yare we na sa wo yare a esikura amfa ne ho anope 3P me kan for the ama why modna no be be isa ha no nyina e de free one mo ba bia yeto aduro bia piwakefo adu papa yi ebi wo ho bia na person ne doctor kasa so was friend CCI
0248928824 ana 0201000021
Emulate herbal supplement.
We ya papa pastor Safo Kantanka the African star. Nyame mfa ne kra ensie. Na this is okay star. I wish you foi. Nyame dom papa we nimdie sonko. Na wɔkyerɛ na duro no. Wani o my Ghana bro, wani mu nipa bro. Aduro no kyese wɔyɛ edi gantwi mansa na wɔkro. Na era nanum bebre wa na nkomu onu tatahwe pa o. Na so wantumi ankyerɛ nkyirima wo mu di wuye nti aduro na yira. Na we de nyame adom enyirai. Waye aduro no nwanwaso ama ye de afa mfidie ma ye mu nhwehwemu mapa gyatum mapa. Say yade bi atumi ka nipadua bia no emulate etumi sa. Na sanya nyankopɔn na ato nsafro na senka yade na de wo bekɔ de a ene oboa emulate ti ase. Won so ti ase. Tini ase kwan kro yade bi a yentumi modin wo badwamu eka wa busua nyina pa wo wonum kruwa no kra no a obi ampeso obeso mu bie na nkampesa atrempo no emulate tumi sa. Na oyade ni din etise. Entimi ambo number no ma. Fred Dr. Fompedifo no na eni wonumu eni enkomo. Enti
0535 112873 0535 na anope wa odidi wi ana obo ano hyehye wo obo ho no obe didi be wi ase ne honam ya ne basa obi nso so fon wa na efon wo so mu ya de kra ha no anope meka se obi nso pepu pa chene den obi nso tifa edwane sei gaga mani muso emma obi nso akiri bramo ya ne ya obi nso tenase ana waka ho no wo anope sa ha ni nyina no edura beboa eye Haxa Mr. Any Haxa capsules. Nasa eye also na tete wa enye what wodi. Esa se also yo. Nasa wunya nom Haxa mixture ne capsules ni bia. Na ka me akwa esa wasaka poma no wandwam wo no. Edwan wadwuma eye na wedi eye full package. Say also ekuma boa no a wono ne de yare ne ba na wi akro na abeja wo yefunu wo no. Asa so community amafo sa ne mra ne say all satamfo eno ntina me se bo ana ko ba bi etu aduro bia ne ko pa bito ana Fred Dr. Penifo no 0240 238310 ana 0203 822855 SM bitters sisiyade bitters atenka bitters atenka no atenka
wow sisiya wo ya
SM
wow woni atenka
SM be ma watenka
make say obi Asiedu for chie
SM be ma wabode
be mo esa kokono no
yensa fa o be bia ye
yam fa du for chie ntina wade ase nyatenka anu ntini ya say so wo sa ha we mu bia SM bitters na bebo Dr. Penia oda edu eba center no a what is said ba ye ya chese amanfo jetumu eya ngodwuma yi sa Dr. Krono wa sanya do awudo bebre stroke so wotelete no se se no no mfa ma bonten na mo peso oboa wo de a wa ben finfi mantemu no braman kesim be fi krom enkran so odoko official town na ye de number ma Sabibie nia aya friend wo 0243989368 ana 0558379545
na menwa ne mo ma me no mo anope mo be se wunya ntwa branko ade a ene ne wayi wasu no wati asma me ba beken obabu ho no ma ne boso me so no nko ade bia boso me bia wo je leave enyo no chimamie onye menyonko ba saa ne ma ne nyina ntide ma me a kire buru wa adwene wakofa pardon waso abai na saa pade no ye eno na ma no se se ye bomodna mu bia emfa ne dodo bia e ba mema na ekwa ye kobi papa ye kwana kukuduro so sanse ye wonsei ye kwa wa bra ye nsuro hu bodwa fo ni tukotonfo se wunya nto pade we bia o ya aka ji o na emom se wo pe bia to wa wato di sanse emfa so don chom enegusuo baako mpo ena opegu fie ho na odi asiesie hu a ye ma me a kire se de ehia ne se obefre no number ni o 0553611442 ana 0277491385 TIME
time heba mixture.
Gasto mixture na no bi why. Yare bia ye onasu yefunu yare de editwom. Yare we na chese o yare obi kasa ho na obuofo sansa nya wo yefunu mu kekao obi ma ne musu a emma obi yefunu mu wo no obi kwamode no a eyasem o kwadi aduane ude mamako kakra bi emoroso eno so wanya na amane eye also na tete wo aduane be na enu ada wudi ye yefuna ye ya ma de ache obi so awrane a Gasto mixture home come on na media. Mama na pe bi na isa ha no nyina fe fru so. Menso plus mixture so ka ho bi. We ye do abedomo mai san se e ma ye no adim na wi a. Ye fichi kom ha no amanye ni nyina so. Asan so ayi de free ho no mo. Prosta plus mixture so ye meme do tatahwe. Be ma bia wono bibia prostate yaro ne to nkwanta. Won ma pai. Rubber crown ye dia tumu a eye Prosta plus mixture. Wo jonso a wo chimwo. Ye wo jonso a wo bre. Ye ba jonso be wi so kakra bia bade aka nyina na aka mu.
Obi dia keka no, obi dia mu keka no.
Me say. Otini pem kra na nsa hye no. Aya asa wo chewa de odwini baby. Nature medics say ba modern nom Prosta plus mixture. Na yi sa ha no nyina enfemfiri so. Baby etu adro bia Nature medics nnoi ebi wo ho. E bia betime ne doctor so edi nkomo.
0248 778899 0248778899 yan contact.
4 in 1.
Aya gele se chire wom katiom ya didi do awo no na ya aduane a ede papa.
Hot pepper.
Eno na ma ene mechese chobafo indomie fo man en maduane no no de aduane man ye de no ti kivo hot pepper no ko pebi nenom udi kivo gari ni wia kivo hot pepper
so as you go pebi no
all
right 46 after 7 yankwa the bokata mun 7 emra na yento so manenka we entwam constituency chairman amowo Ashanti regional mu de mo yi mo nim se mo support Dr. Baumia de no mo helo bi ansum mu fidie efina kwesi ebeto aba no especially this week and next week you will see as Francis Maba yomu campaign wa han mawie ekono ombesa aba regime ebi besa aba
for the
Dr. Bernard Champon honorable Ken Japan omu besa aba regime omu bade omu beso mbayo mu constituency bia mu nhwe ene ma anye se mu ye bibi se mu ba support mu I don't know say what to Jamaica na say don't give them an opportunity to create
confusion
a scene be what I say umbaba Dr. Baumia 2 weeks obedi wa hai ono me bedi ni wa ha ebinum beba ba omu ba ne say omu person be create confusion mi wa ha enti mu hwe no mu fide ombesu mu no enyimu because omu ba ye no constituency chairman we yin nim eye ho ye adwuma Dr. Baumia no aba no ba hye program bi ebinum kwa will conflict and I say be meet with Dr. Baumia schedule and to try say or preventing say obeya then they will take advantage of it and create a whole lot
yes attention every asma obeka no so
Dr. Baumia campaign no na be ye yes and to ko bia na say disagreement bi esi o ba bi and then they will spend money for the media to give that attention
no man prepare for that oh
absolutely
yeah internal
and jom de omo ba yo campaign ko mzo so mbasa ba mo mumra na de omo so mu be bia mbo mu be nko
anya ba anya na delegates no so ntiase se osesa ne
na yina ekosi si ebeto aba no enema bebire ohono mu a se wodo Dr. Baumia de ne ne ohunu a wo so obu oni gusu pretend you've not seen some things because you will be provoked
okay
ye besha dark cancer ma ye nema bi a ebehye wo bufuo o responde pe hey asemaba
okay Oheneba anye sa ne catch the delegates ne say Dr. Baumia ka so oba ho ne na ade echi no so manya ma me sana
some of them cry receive messages say obi ba na sisi Beshada beshishe program bi ne mwa kasa consultancy mwa kasa mo program mwa ye no abe clash o try say wo kaje say onyaya o on tiase people sembra
okay
na yanko
alright boy media
na yamfanko yamfa
the worker time emra precious no use skills also
precious
on the use skills also
wo bogima
okay vice president urges private sector support for free sanitary pad initiative surrogate mother delivers quadruple
abandon to me
quadruplets 4 again. Bank of Ghana's forest intermediation hit $10 billion in 2025. Agenda 111 project stall after millions paid.
That story already me bought daily graphic for Abaso. Because maybe I do my question.
Young anyway.
I was here for daily graphic and pay and somehow what they buy any day. Yaman penny abedi echire and an infoni edahano. Na somehow what they are to a jenny. Na crown crazy kawa one samu, you would was a kawa mun samu, munima sumna muntie. Man penny abedi echire say. Abai yamu apa, abai bo shebi okoshe ye for free sanitary pad. Sir, what they mana I didn't turn 15 cities so 20 cities are also almost a turn 45 cities.
15, the anybody they cry 20.
I know. Say, Mampenia Media say, I bind the others ready at Tumanim, Madaroma, Escafo Mumabua, now bound to talk pad nibi, and far Emma. Now, Escafo, woman got a pad number and some first camera by 1 cotton 45 cities. What be a chance, na mafo kwaso nimdia kwaso ayafaso adebua mobi awuma obi no bi no ana wakwa akoye bi no wuwie ye no wokwa akọ woye saade no wokwa akọ wo akọwo nkwada nnan
oye de
nkwada nnan
za
nasem kitwa yes Bank of Ghana 2025 more
the Muhammad mumu pa
nkwada nnan ni oyerko konfa no chikra ka ho ama ye diteni no
yes, I'm getting go OP, you know. Or Quaba Besina go visit. Wow, 9. Yamin Shano, Colano, and Colano in our home.
The person who say, and I buy a heavy mouth. Nene,
huh?
Because I want idea. Make up when the men are never put me one night boom. We are wedding. A wedding pan, go back, go bit my watch. My Mrs. Yes,
I dear move. Bank of Ghana, yes, 2025 will move $10 billion. And the Wura or my sick as them to you. A car, I buy airboat. Everybody would say, you make us $1 about for Montino.
And you.
$1 billion.
No, can you say a Luntino? Wontumi can go quick for.
Now, Saska, where Chaya, come here, millionaire.
Hey, I tell me now.
Because Mammodia.
Uncle Fonko Shem one Chemaya, come was
10 billion.
Many of you on pow, Meganani.
Agenda
111. Any assistant said, I can't see him, and you're innocent.
Yes, more.
By the casse. Na, dear Jenny, yes, sir, Adaya, Yendiaka. And 35 contractors will okra ya order umuso more refining $7.9 million.
Ah.
Na once
Mamenko daily guidance so na yenwe o ba daily guide ba
daily guide yonkoi
ngo phone so aye day
daily guide Pandai rerun challenge. Supreme Court decides January 28. Police seize 1,613 parcels of narcotics.
No, that's a cocoa and a good
come on.
Boy.
Oforiata faces immigration judge January 20th. Human trafficking syndicate busted. 48 victims rescued. Romance scam. Abutreka. 2 others. Fates hang.
You. Enti kratafa toso miensa. Ena pandai mra shebe jeni. Ena nimfonyi da krata. Nene mwano pay. Krata no HSA your my court bata in Supreme Court. Nyankopon ya doma General Businya iwo ya ne de to so de no woche na CC de court besan so ahye wa yehwe ni mu de be kwa akosie anope krata no abon ho amane wa ha sei na yesi aposifo na nubone ma to say do shop wo na CC de won makwa akokere a 1,613 enipa mienu na ehso sa akade ya kire wo mu nyina no pe hu nsem ne so da ha sei na enka ne o my photo sanfo ni monyamfo foriata ne nsensem a ekoso no na no pe krata na kire se nyankopon ya adoma General Bosumi wei ne de to so aduo no na okwa face immigration judge anope ehu nsem so ha na manfo ya no monam kuntu no kwase wi ankwara ede bi kwankwaso mu ekoton bia ni ade no a ena no pe krata na abomu amane esa ya kire bi ama sisi ade nipa mako aduo no 48 ene yetumi agire wo ma no pe krata fa etoso nsia nso abohu amane abutreka Swedro billionaire ni romance ka mo nsamo no a ena no pe krata na kire se nipa mienu bi kan wa sisi ade wo mu hu de ni o mako
na se mo
na bere pote tasentase akawo mo
adi we no mu de brofo kakraka to romance
scam
to the share obi sesi a na me se me peno na o si yo mate na be na wo twa chi me se me ho chi me hieska bremiska na bremiska na me kodi a na me susu me de ni romance scam ni
so odoska
ebo on so mo fo mo ni mu nkwasa de o kan o so de o so di kosia obo on mo ye be man so to me you so bad be picture ne ade na say o de dada wo ne ade a nti no so wo
na afanyo so eno ya ade pa o
yeah Osahene was in court yesterday court oni na bi ko support to chairman
asemo
it's good
na ye ema hu se bia nka onko akra ni nyina ye foko fa chronicle ni enkwai
ane yamfa braso sam da bokrata no nto aso e
the chronicle Nyindam praise Supreme Court quash the High Court judgment, but Justice Poman questions reliance on Article 99. Police retrieve electrical material from former MP's house. Police in landmark arrests. Man goes in for 20 years. Alleged rapist remanded. Vote for Kennedy Ejapon. Chefu Himan MP urges delegates. Yanko.
Braso sam do bokata no ano pay sam a wade atodwa no de aba ne nsam no dodo no kata feto so mienu ne miensa so na onumnyamfo Martin Nyindam ana was Supreme Court way asemu a High Court no de tudwa e de fa you know the judgment no de ba ye fa me seat no ho no e be ya nka botu ba bi kura bon over the bar na just temuafo owura Justice Poman and wono nso emra wogina so Article 99 no and wono nso chese wo hu nsemisa bi a eno wode aba betudwa ewo eye krata no anim Article 99 nyina so pa no enso hu nsemusa ana wo hwa krata no mu a bebi ada kokko no musa no kokko no musa wo besie denga danger mo ase aposifuo akwaje electrical materials bi the a free former MPB efie ho asem ewo ho
alright
ana chese posifo chire bi a modern boy na montuo bi a wonu matuo ne yase ma wura bi konfinhia adu no kadam ana ba konso chese ya bonus bo se ye akotomona monatus ura ye Canada compare ko Japan so de ewa ha ne yase twifo himan MP ana de ato delegates anim say want to maken
Yemfa Ghanaian Times da wubo krata no entwasway
Ghanaian Times 25,000 TB cases unreported.
Yes.
Ghana risk missing World Health Organization target. Dr. Amenyo. Ghana Airport Company Limited moves to attract more domestic airlines to cut high fares. Supreme Court to rule on Pandai election rerun on January 28th. Trade Minister visits Aboso Kai Market to encourage fair pricing.
Enti anope krata fato su edumienu na yasi TB cases bi wo more. Be 25,000 cases and report to anhra World Health Organization omo target number mesia eno so bi asoro hanu me seye na yesi trade minister so ena akwa sra Aboso kaifo a wakoshe wo mu nkran se bo ne de bekoso atim de timu a katafa to so du ba ko so aboho amane ena pandai so sensem asisi ade nyankopon ya adoma Supreme Court besa so atena nsem ni so bio General Bosome ne de to so de onu wo twensem kro no a wa se na numgwa na nanu atena konwa so ani abrese kro do mefa nsase a amanfo no bi ewie didi ba mu die mu enu akire shooting nsem enu so si wo hono mu asisi ade wo mo hwe court ani ma no pe kratafa eto so miensa nso aboho amane e wo Ghanaian Times de wo bo krata ni mo
Oheneba news the boga paper our boga paper Oheneba news
Oheneba news NPP elections. I am overwhelmed by nationwide show of love and unwavering party support. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. We are fed up. JUSAC declares indefinite strike. Pandai Supreme Court to rule on High Court question of results on January 28. Vehicles registered before 2023 to pay 25 Ghana cedis for DVLA digital update. Auditor General raises alarm over 2,000 plus weapon interceptions at airport. Wow. Okay.
Nti Oheneba news anopai sema wodi aba betudwa na wo ka kire ahwefo ne atiefo nyina no eye Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ya wo gina so bepra be Frank Krafo biodi ama NPP amekuo no ana papai chese omamfo do ya wode na odidi a kire no kwaso nkoso kra wa atu a woge no ba wo boge no tuso no no se eye no nwanwa ho asem ehon na wodi aba betudwa chese odo amamfo a kire no na ni so aso amamfo bi okwa amamfo bi do a wo kire no Auditor General near say chese we raise alarm na dia chese akudia wuduo bi a yaji ewo airport ana JUSAC Judicial Service Workers Association said no ha amo wo no ya adwuma ewo atemu adwuma mu no wo mo chese eniema bia so mo nsanka sikasem bi ni ade bi nti wonuma ba
almost say their 8 months allowance arrears 8 months from January to August 2025 MI
akam woma ba
woma bona ban se onfa mawumu onfa momu ne onfa mu adan ya wo se dollar abafom enti inflation is haba from So we are what no. To say Monday, indefinite strike. Someone him say sitak for no. Eso that's all.
Strike.
Colleges of education, teachers no. Nurse for near teacher for my child over a year. Almost so yet you mukabo sume ba akope. Almost ma abain up to the month ending January. Abain and Tiomunka they will strike and then they will proceed to court. Finance Minister Beredi budget no or say at a for near nurse for about 150,000 no. The 2026 budget no cannot contain them. And now I read a story on City FM that there were about 30,000 classrooms at teachers anyhow. 30,000 across Ghana. 30,000 classrooms without teachers. And you were teacher for 60 to 70,000. Our motive more chance are by the Mumajumai. Aban so on fa wo mu. Also wo ba no o promise you say obey automatic posting.
Oh.
Ni pano sua de wie ye ne service and I said nurse for you be see be the clinic as one ye ni na wie automatically na post to.
Sir. Hey.
These are some of the things. NPP mpanimfo a munya aban so mfa so say tam no. Muya expertise in these things, you know, you should be speaking about. And young people, no. Now you have opportunity to be able to radio so TV so now be good no fi. Young fun say 20 and Ghana for be to about NPP. They voted against and say NDC bomba be correct some of these things. And these are some of the things that we have to spend our time on.
After 31st no. If you are okay. And
ma nguma ye tintim ma teacher for a omukọ so akira de no. So what in team for you ho? As I said here. So ba person ni yonko ba beda. Be ma be person ni yonko be ma beda no. Ye kwakire ho ade wo classroom.
Eja mama. Eja mama.
Afa na se na cast one honi for say omo withdraw manual no.
Eja mama. Obechire ge e wo classroom.
And baby omo highlight you know. If you read it. Gender identity. It refers to a person's deeply felt internal experience of gender. Which may or may not correspond with the sex assigned at birth. It can include being male, female, or a blend of both. This concept goes beyond the binary notion of gender, male and female, and recognizes the diversity of gender experiences and expressions. Where is a teacher's manual?
LGBT.
Kupon na se John Mahama. Onu odon wonti. Omaye mampani no.
Enie.
Di yankopon aka John Mahama so onko family Ghana for no enie.
Enie ne LGBTQ.
So as of now you raise a voice every day, morning, afternoon, evening, dawn on LGBT. And then where are you?
No way. Na sanka atifie ni a kira oba no school.
Yes.
When the baba so no ya se na wie. And I
want to go to the point 5 for gender expression. This refers to the external display of one's gender through a combination of dress, demeanor, social behavior, and other factors generally measured on scales of masculinity and femininity.
Hey, na je say nyame obo be ma na se menya be ma enye bone. Hey, jamama.
Ghana for you tumufu.
Hey,
Monty.
Hey,
E mo be hunu okrom ha.
Ada we jaki so sum no ana.
Enye bini. Sade we si na na do abreso a.
Anka sofo akasa sofo binom.
Ka hemfo mbegunza egunza.
nice.
Ya pano ma sofo mo nsori o.
Asofo ebo bompa ye. Etia ban no ebo. Omo de be preach won pop it so preach. Na ye men of God, where are you?
Fiemodi obi aka na no atum. Isi ada yanti.
Na MPP mpenfo no nya akwanya. MPP internal issues no mbeka. We talk about these things.
Omo ho.
And abanya holiday. Because the control about over 180 parliamentary seats. The Ghana lady a channel. Hey, baby, I want you. Moya na mkwai.
Ma yamfa kitima mrei.
Moma menedim komona. Professor Smasapo aba.
Kitima
Heba Center.
At least 1 hour at the bottom come of here.
Abusiafo kitimani. Sa enamu sa ya de wa wo hwe TV no. Wo hwe de hwe obi nsa ho. Nti wa won sani anko ni beje. Hwe obi achi. So atiase. Wonwo. Obi ano ne na chese ensa enamu sa de no ade osa ye na bere ni po. Misra entrance man namu sa ya de ensa wo de e mane nsa wo ni padua wate na eye wasa na eba. Wo bi nso kra wo ho a etwa na wo kra wontumi nwo. Anu obi wo ho a ebi awori di obawu na nso obawu no na ne ba na didam nani ba akuni wo ne nsa ba akuni wo ne na ba chese ne hono ma kwa na didam misra wa da dan na yo babone sa ho yade wate na oba no anko ankodidem na abasa ne yade nso a enie na ye Kitima Heba Center enamu yade champion no otu ase no wabu akwase passe gawo junction hono ma na abehunu na ye ma number said ye be ya wo nti aya no Fred Dr. Penny no na wabo kwaji waduro wo bia no bi sanse ye nipa nyina na ehunu se wonya bia na so onya bi ye de number ni ma ho enie
0246
914717 0246914717 Victory Garlic Mixture fa wo baba nkunima busia no
na honto
na nkunima busia ya ka ho asem yi ne nyina ne sai yade aka wa nipa wo ni wo woni anwode wadwene nyina enna de nipa de da na wode wo firi yade no ho na abua wo ntidi nkunima yade no so ate wo de ne yade wo bi wo kokka so wontumi na kyase obunyam saa wo bi wo ne nase ya tititi wo tia bo so wo tia de hye so kora wonte wonwo ennamu nsa kyase obi wo kyase meka sei ene na afichikom ha ne amane ne yade hodo bebre ntini ye twani tia ma wo se ni pebia ya Victory Garlic Mixture oni fie eye garlic ne atwe mu nsuo no na kyase ye de ye do nwanwa so natural na onum bi aboa emfa oni wadura wonum wo betima num Victory no aka ho bi ntu de okobe bi eto abidura so pe Victory Garlic Mixture je number way na efatu anamo na emwo enie Fred Doctor ewo 0242545633 0242545633 part 2
Membacho monsori nko na memedi me nkomo miwia medede aka ato aso amanfo hieska omu hieska se birthday wishes no enti mumra na scratch for win na memauska you just have to dial *850*25# na sikano abba sika went up to 1 million Ghana cedis instantly. Amunumu putupru pam. Nyedi atu onim. Openi made ma faso da kwambe me faso di sika we bi.
Oheneba. We de me fa akonya we so na me nchia we bia. Etie for ne ahwefo nyina.
Bia jos.
Kwa ya be faso obi di sika we di very simple. First, obehia mobile phone. You say yam say Android iPhone. Afi obehia SIM. Network no say MTN Telecel Tigo the advance network be e Ghana ha say bia then was a network no registered mobile money so on said as 70 city no afi ube hia sika nso wo so 5 Ghana cedis, 10 Ghana cedis, 20 Ghana cedis, 50 Ghana cedis, 1000, 2000 awo se wunya saa ne me ya mabobo so yi afi ube hia wakonya na do nsa si oboma so enumere so on said as 70 city odi si sura na de si obo na de si obo ne biye no na ija watena se na wahwenya mi anim no wahwe soro na afi wabo star 850 star 25 hash and when you bo code na just was select option 1 which is play game so what you say ti ebeba na ye 8 different cars we your friend scratch for win a card mako nwotwe na dey ama say yisa card ne baako I decide tete no ebi abekọ akoto ade na akrade bi shim na ade pen afa ade no so no scratch yes ebi we wo dia sa na ma we ni aye no mobi no dey ama say and one say 8 different cars no nyanto boase na scratch enti say 5 Ghana city card na first scratch 10 50 100,000 na and one say what you see that card no wo akonya say obetimi edi up to $1 million Ghana city now depending on the card na wo scratch no enti dey was scratch 5 Ghana city and dey was scratch 10 and dey was scratch 20,000 no obia wo dey obetimi edi akwakodoro efiri say usika kase no na be kire kase abede obekwa kudi enti wunya choose wo card na wo scratch na very simple you be ma 5 different option of the same card na wo choose yen 5 Ghana city card no honom na akrade na ankasa yede ewo wonya select yen na obe authorize payment which is obebo mobile money pin code no 000 no 4 digit no ti wonya boy na we instant game resource instant cash out na just
na begusu
so we enya afi ne ba be raffle draw dabi we nya sana dwumadi we yete instant game resource so what you say anti the obehia no mobile phone na wo network ni gina so na wo mobile money so what you say no akwa kwankwa nua so dan no ba bi ha wo de ne me yeye na wiase no bia wo lack ne bia wo de atade no pokra wo share itimi ma lack no wo betimi a share atade no na de sa wo bo star 850 star 25 star 850 star 25 na just say oh scratch it na wudi sika Oheneba
star 850 star 25 hash last week me any pam you know mo free say yes ba kunya I think so 3,000 ba kunya say so 2,000 or so
okay
na because na femi ka chimo no unse na media enti abusa for the tier no enye smartphone okra phone ya manase pepe kra na phone bi okra bia you just have to open the keypad now if you dial star 850 star 25 hash na onam kwan mu eko akodi usika eno ede eno no sharp 1 million Ghana cedis you betumi 10 billion old cedis
the here ne say wo lack no be shine so to say now ewiase mu say de bia America no lack no na de bibia what you say because obi bo 5 Ghana cedis wo di 1,000 cedis obi bo 10 Ghana cedis wo di 200 cedis obi bo 50 Ghana cedis wo di 2,000 obi bo 100 cedis wo di 3,000 so on say they 70 cedis and depending on say they wo lack no esi ATM and on ebe mu wodi up to that amount no so what you say ahanti ma wutiri nye we are say this wuti ya so one say they 70 city Abraham here na ni tiri on say lot de no ho bo na we yi say fam ti ma wutiri nye ne fa ho bo scratch for win dwumadi no one say ne ma bebre ye dey koso ma na ade ba ko no say Oheneba ye wo social media platforms so what you say ye wo Instagram ye wo TikTok ye wo Facebook ni nyina ye scratch for win obi wo hono ya no wasembisa o ne ma bebre o pese obi say o follow your social media platform we nyina na questions ni nyina no wo bisa ye be yi wa no afi obetimi so afreye e de asi 0242 43 99 35 0242 43 99 35 and I betimi so WhatsApp we here for WhatsApp only yeah me bobo e no betimi afre you better respond to you okay. And we need a WhatsApp and 0245 91 82 78 0245 91 82 78 afi so say obi ho no ma on say otimi 2 lazy so obefa no phone no de adidwuma every day what in a laptop and wodi juma and one say we log on to www.scratchforwin.com
scratchforwin.com.
so what you say said you see a bono mobi no the same way na na bono website one enye dey kra
right me da say na me adman next week you be sign edi ehonkom next week me bomba say na me dibi
mase
na say me dibi na here skapa. Okay, Professor Smart Akwesi Asumani Sapon Atrase na mamenko achem takrase emra na mira achem takrase hene Osalberma Owusu Nketia when you 62 years achem takrase hene no Osalberma Owusu Nketia 62 years he were munyamna no ho fe na we efimia gasame ho na mia gasame nua achem takrase mrante ahine na Owusu Oduro aka na nakade ene yene ayaka nyina nene mira ebodwa na one takrase mine nyina ahia edin commodity na bibia aye fine na hene na efe oba matakrase etumpon pa enti osaberema nyankwada erade nshirawo na onkoso antre washim na onkoso amu wahene ne enye fe 62 years una because I feel onye 50 nyamishano prof.
Yes sir, Oheneba
Afishapa
afin kometo yen
na ebusuafo ina hoye
nyame adum obia hoye obia so chiawo woni watiefo ene wahwefo nyina yema obibia afishapa nyame mpaye ne yesra mu obibia se afie enya afepa nia oton yento nia osua de ohunu nia o train nkoso promotion bi anim so rade enfa mano na overall ni nyina mu no nia yesra ye apomuden sonko ene sika ene je ne ahoto ne asomdwe rade enfa no ye ni yetiefo ne ahwefo nyina amen
amen.
Good.
Mekase o bahano na ade bia mekenkan o mose oba mensa ama mfanto na cheche mu twi mom na nkanka yes ya classmate no o maso mo de o kan professor mo head and tin yi enti me ba chofa is a teacher's guide as a manual no sa breme na prof ne bitima cheche mu ya me msan se e kire sei enti we week 1 or say learning indicator explain sexual and reproductive health and its impact on health and wellness. The focal area explanation of sexual and reproductive health. To over from now say sexual and reproductive health. Na ochechi mua no ba common terms. The common terms no it was sex, it was sexuality, sexual orientation. Na for no gender identity. Na gender identity no the umbechre ni say it refers to a person's deeply felt internal experience of gender, which may or may not correspond with the sex assigned at birth. It can include being male, female, or a blend of both. This concept goes beyond the binary notion of gender, male and female, and recognizes the diversity of gender experiences and expressions. Oko 5 now say gender expression. This refers to the external display of one's gender through a combination of dress, demeanor, social behavior, and other factors, generally measured on scales of masculinity and femininity. Prof. Me prof na metina makenkan me mentini makenkan ye kwa. I must mu hanyan. Ti yensi a classmates me kan chose chichiru mu. Se ede ba ne ko kire nkola no.
Well, abanesa, yempenesa so wo se me nchichiru mu nchichiru. Em say enche ye bia no Ghana ha be hu kakra efa LGBT nsensem hu. Yesi nipa bi ho no mu a sebe na boso anyame de ball no free awoye mu baaye no. Na oyo ba. Enso onyina adu be bia na ne se oye bema. Eye onu ne so oye bema. Na bi so on ma ye ball ne bema. Ni odi free awoye mu baaye o. Enso to da bi onu ehunu se oye oba ebinum kura de hu mu se bio omu ye nkramai anase moa anase enua intini deeply feeling na o ka ho asem ni nyina na ye say there is no doubt about the physical your friend say kura genotypic and phenotypic appearance ne nyame de bo no ene ne pie free ne bo anani MP na bodwe se ne den ne hwe nkyere se ne sex organs ne oye ba ne be ma ne mema yem ne dua anase ne ma yem na kosu akuma hwe nkyere se onim bebi ogina but yes ebi mo hon ma obetimi nya some inner feeling bi say not yen so nte sa oye say enti akoye njinu asho kakra Ghana ha dem so bia nim sankomoyi ema yenyina nananom amugu nsa asofo imams mpanimfo akese Ghana ha obi asori ti ai say yempe na sabe enama yanwe yeseche Oheneba mi bisawo enam no so wonwe uchia utimi do se
ena ekotitim ama obi se omagene fa
so munwe na nkofo na ade mom no nyina together with you nyina se omuchi so hu nti sabe se yakwa kire wo school mu na senior high school no one thing they say we age group no a obewie no basic lower basic was a primary school no na wonko ekra na be 12 and JSS kakra be county obedu secondary school no na afina o picky in terms of senior adwene no si etinne ma sefa na oyeyi ho no na mo kwa kire sa ankra yi sa ade we munya nkyere ye kra ye school mu ho baby bebre enyo na mo kwa kire mo kire so munsua no munhu na omfantua na mo enti me so say ye botugu some time ago eba ne say na afidi asan afa ne kwan bi so aba be wura enwuma mu kura say afi kura de enyensem keka ne nkora na ne nkonkoti ase o kire na kura na ejunsa so ima ina feeling ye dua na ima ina feeling ye say na nyame anim ni whoever sneaked it in there no ne ye ka say o moneti ase na o manani wo ni trim sabe Ghana nyina ase empe the last time I buy now over 96% na empe enti ya ade a yempe nso de nkonkosua ho ade wo school o maja science no ho aja maths no ho kwakoche LGBT ni ade enti se naka ehu na ombe ye free enwoma nim no ma frese books ni nyina ansan mra ni entity mu asenso ye nhye no a na ye fa foforo mra emse ne kwan so no but whoever sat to allow this thing go out there no and no pay say o man ani wu pa
that's good mame ma chairman and so ko je nti ne de mfiwe no ho ne taw
ono so tira de nti bi ono kwa do bi
na afi no memra house na yemedi nkomo pa chairman official preview
comment to me
if you aboko mention of to say
na me adom
na be na mo be receive Dr. Baumia
that's 26
okay
that's 26 ebechia atiefo ni ahwefo yes na ya chairman sha no for this year ona ba kwasukwan de ebechia no na ya to the fiamia all constituency executives polling station and coordinators everybody ya chia will be a nitimemu for I think say asmo aye kan aye me nwanwa mum and I'm surprised said the prof kan ye no enim say de we edi kan by ema NDC asamanyuku ene
Ghana for Tuaba, Naso Munya Gidie, Emma or say or massacre, no more strabo for intino, or Mumrana or Majigana, in frame peeping sim. Sankro Fuwi, Samerano Cassin, another Danko Kufuado, and the MP Permanuku, ye Pabone for Naesoni me funso, Yakojiska, and yɛhyɛ nkrɔfo bi ɛhyɛ yɛ akyi na yɛbɛsɛe yɛ nkwadaa ɔhwɛkya mpanimfoɔ kasa fa ho no the leadership of the country then, that's MPP amanyoko mampani na nadanko Akufo-Addo ni team sa de kwa adwendwene sɛ Ghana for sɛ mayɛ mɔso a we think sɛ yɛntwa so because the motive wasn't say bia omo be kyerɛ nkwalaa no saa enema bɔne ne was to educate them to know say nneɛma bi wɔ no mo a enu hɔ sɛ odu hukum no mo kyerɛ me ehu so adeɛ wei woyɛ a ɛyɛ ekwan yɛ fa so ɔba ne bɛɛma no ɔba tena enie but MPP NDC for ɛma ne yɛ adeɛ a more or less na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ bonsam kyerɛ sɛ MPP yɛ bonsam ana omutu sana mowe edi huriye bebre bai nti party nso na se omampani na pamfo de kwa adwendwunim ka se no sa ne ye kade a ya twiasan na na de ikoye den de na asie a mutumi ma yete ase se even sa ABTQWRSC mo ba ya mo be sign na da kwa Akufo-Addo ensign si ye ba ye nya 1 year president na kasa Mahama ekan say it doesn't need any ibia so betena ho say parliament yes say you be and the court am yes nkasa be win cap MPP pass ya pass say waba say Ghana for ya wadom ama o cheze say no da kura na say Ghana for sore na say Ghana for nyina ne obia na ubetimi because who majority in parliament who control everywhere ubetimi anti say DNC say ye de kona ye de abeshe educational calendar ni ya kochire nkwala within the syllabus no ohwecha ye wo ye fe ne sen wo hono mu a mo religious and moral education e wo hodada ye de train ye ma no kwan a ebetimi alivu wo within the society sa ne ma oba ne bema wasetenem ne eniema wo ya ema wo ya acceptable within the society ye kire nti die ba asembiem na esie ana say mo san edi akohye educational syllabus no say yen kire ye ma ana say no di Solomon mo abremuska sele na mo kan e kire MPP se makoji ska na so makoji ska ana omobedi say adwuma mo maye hu na se ne de na ye nananom kramofo ne ye nananom traditionalists ne Christopher mpanimfo yi say de ye kira enye bone ana ense ye ma no so ati ase na afidi efisi de bemu ebeboa nti I think say de ye kan the earlier the better Ghana for say enyi ho ayenyi ho say no ekwan e fa so a teacher for so mo tenetene ye ma ekyekere wo mo no omugusu a wo mo ye a yenim say enkwala nso egusu a omusua nti there is no need say ye decide be kwa kwhye ye educational calendar say ne technology ko nanim abefo ko ye fa so a edi dwuma eni ade ko nanim wo se ye pe course se bebo am ye ma na think outside the box no matimi ahua de yi ne asade niema we nyina abekeka I think say Oheneba the earlier the better yentwa so so makwaji obi sika so makwaji pa omo kan che pa no mu ntimenye Ghana for so omo mpe
right Prof.
Yes sir boss.
Ghana to say
nyame adom Ghana yeboko 2025 ababesiniko ye 2026 mu and some days so that's already no one chance for na echi but the name feel said the major activity in the political space near a few days to 31st January until enra wa wofa Professor Frimpombo attending the beboom I think it's subsequent to that, and so Nra Chrono as a Nrechi and as LGBT and so Sambe boom. Na to senka niema at the din kakra. Afenebe kwe we na gold board and some so be boom. For me, yeah, it is normal, one of those things. The government should accept say the opposition will put them to check.
Yeah.
And nema messing in Kowatrasa, say majority in parliament for number ye no munshemwa. Minority for the bishop. Na me bo ma baso the way see handle budget no. Omu ya adie pa nyame nimni. Omu sadie. But from MP to MP, ubia this section of the budget sharing in Sabia who follow ya. They did extremely well.
Very, sure very well.
Ebeman sisa be bre aba the current budget nimu. Emma besanswa yes and na momu maso prepare 2027 budget no. Be extra careful from grammatical mistakes in copy and paste near my name be numbers be ade up near the MPs did, the minority MPs did very well. Me bo mabaso was a station back manya sa kwenye wo fidi kese so ma fa mo mabaso. It is what Ghanaians want them to do as minority MPs no ma ye ni ye mu ko manim no mu koso anu mu nyane sa. Then comes the issues that have started this year. Unfortunate, but to be ending, especially yaka LGBT who has from Pomboat and the issue. Meaning some take it bite. But sincerely speaking, MZ Jama ekwene mu joana and Rameti and I'm saying, hey, people don't want peace. They want problems always. Oh, and yes, Anka, Yamianim Nasab Nankasa, Mihuniti Huninai. Nipa Hujuma Wahu, Oheneba. Oh, yeah, they want to mean satisfy Ubia. Yeah. And as all your cool banswa, don't seek satisfaction. Oshisha, obey disappointed. So, Kase, me ye kuba, na mi kuba na me yene de, mi heso bi abeya de mana so me ni se kuba. Obey ni pebia one nanso, ni pebia, including or no Professor Frimpong Boati. Sabe, or no association ni more bones or no so one or two things bia. Ebia bimuso or party ni mumuso mumpe. Enti okoye se Ghana ha galamse MPP for netu. Officer na party manepe. Enti ono so be nema ba ku mienu bia obi nso mpe. Sao onye ba tie sebe nya ne aye gina na ebia obusuafo na hu nipa na ona fofo bi no mpe. Nipa nyina kra do na de perfect kra Bible say due. Enti ya na so to baby a mesre say don't see all others as wrong as if you are right. Akwasi meti here me right. I cannot be perfect say me de nyame ye bia ye. So bia te sa de we ase no bia de hye ne tim sa anke ku bia mu beju ka asumdwe beba. But when some group of people put themselves at a certain position of piety, Roman father for kron fu, then they begin to see every other person as evil. You cannot fit into this world. We are so beka kra so na unkum. We are so kese pa we are so we understand be do we na unkum. And they should be mindful and also to we and come mamranti and kwa na enko mampani fo nkwa a reality of life. Oti asesa obenyina che. Oti asesa you would be a member of a group ubetimi aye kuba only problem bia. Sabe reggae 2023 presidential primaries ni mo reggae nisi na wanka if it be reasonable time. Asemusi obi abokro no wahu na wanka within a certain reasonable time. Eshigu, it means you deemed it right. Umutu abe 2023 how many years ago? 2023 to 2026 yako 3 years anasa. And free na me na buy. If na be with him say there was a certain rigging in 2023, even if there was belated within an unreasonable time. Even if what he is saying is true, it is a truth being said within unreasonability. Like obi antiasia. And that contest no mumu kobi no. Omumu hwan na what say at the instant of the elections ya to abanu enyumre no mkoshia wo park so a no mujina stage no. Omumu hwan na ka say reggae. ena sebe ntimi ma se wa anko abato no bi no wani di abato na chi fenchem sen omumu ko abato no nti eno so it doesn't make too much sense to think that wow teche no hu rigging man ni ono ko ne contest nya polling agents everywhere ono we hu rigging nti eno so yemfa nto nche baby na ni etwa wo kra minim ni nti a people don't accept reality ni say the current crop of MPP one current crop of MPP no you get why mo current crop of MPP and you mean who? Do you mean MPP4 and a current crop of MPP4? You mean who? Why any current crop of MPP4? Why?
Razak.
Why? Like a chairman named Razak Mwana. Who are those you are referring to? Current crop of MPP4 and they say you have about 6 million MPP4 who are currently alive.
Yeah.
So when you say current crop of MPP4 you pam 6 million nina. Yes sir. Near the Nkwa started the new MVP. Those people who use that word, I beg to differ. You need anything current. At any stage you are alive, we are your current. Who are NASA? No, dear, abe past. The late this, the late that. Until you become late, you are current. Everybody is current. Be current until you exit. Now I understand him from the point say beer or comparison and not for yo muniema to say nema for yo muniema. That comparison is also a non-starter because in nature no two people do something the same. In Tafumpo Amina Crefree your full back by crown. Sabe umoma de cross umunkoya we be any day we be any day say. Sani him. Anti-Professor Frempo Boatin and Anka chairman of MPP and KB and Cobain saying, yes, such a man put an MPP no in say, it is only fair to grant that no two human beings do the same thing. The same. Enomiti senior Nyaho Tamaku Obobo members of their like Omuye peeved. Frempo Boatin Obo no Ankasan Hoka Obo Dr. Atakennedy Kahon. Obo senior penim eka ho any penifo binum obo boy na no dey to ho say they learned from peni da rocha nom any peni tedem nom ne penifo edi kayansa na omumuba and that these current people are not learning from them and sa chain no or relate sa chain no me see akwesi sama mitwe Oheneba minua pa no. But me nyesho say about fieda. We are friends, we are very good friends. Yeah. We talk at any time. But me nyo bia me chin me kuko and me say no ebi mu ya me fe. Yeah. So to opa no bi o chena pese besa we me fe pa so e bia me nim say baby atete me nti o say mi ko ma me fe mi ko kra ka say mi ko fo mpeni pa so pantimenka. Enti omumra mu fie. Do you get it? Omumra mu fie anopa bia majinyansa fanko party no adwuma anase when the party sets council meeting anase your friend elders of the party sa meeting no a mu beba na mu de munyansa ba beboa menye sure say basa nya ho ko council of elders meeting anase bibi no council of elders assembly party leaders and regional leaders and constituency leaders omuma ombeba betie mu. But I'm told that even such meetings, they don't even go. Yeah. And maybe I have friends will be a machine company for Futu Mrano. Also, uncle. Many sure says a company for you crash and put no Musoriano Pabiana company for if you crash and can also the different twist of the issue. Beba. And CCI Kusi and Kusi Kodankoda. Omusomu do margin ya nese no mufo som do margin be ya bebo omusomu ye kuma omu domta o machide ya eno so na kofa sem for forever. It immediate for me, party at a crossroad, you say, there are some people who have benefited from the party and they think they are full, they are fine. And the party near best you obey the Umudi and the Umudi Ephraim. Me sure say delegates dear, and I always take them. But pass a party nipa be basis me you 200,000 be say delegates. It means the party has recognized mo de mo adwene mu do monomontiase of things no deeper. Ebinum ya lawyer for, ebinum ya doctor for, ebinum ya teacher for, ebinum ya pharmacist akese no mu constitutes our delegates no. Mo tenachire a mo betimi a save mo party from the hands of people who have eaten and full. And so ebegu engu na nke ebegu enye begu engu a ankasa enrechi nkomo ipa nke firihin ebebum. Quietly the party was coming down from a very busy, heated idea and county days. We never go munifre. Ubejai party na quietly you leave it. And the cries all the buama wa acknowledge say, oh me sana na along my line in life party we buaminti mingu neni mas. Because only about na mojai. Sebi every respectful man and respectful woman will not discuss sa woman mojai idea but onko ka bebi nko guneni mas nko yede enti bibi sa na ese mpanifo no ye no mreche but me de manosi no munyi ntum se sebi o ene Professor Frembo Boate me fan say 2000 and 1999 eba 2000 elections no Boate abranti ano ye no ene ni hobio nti se party ni kraka so una ye party pani ye jani nyina de ama beje ya unya sa hoden ne mfa nchiri bizedia JFK no mu ne ebia na bi mu benya hoden de achi no ena ye jama openi nyahunya utamakula ono so age amanaye weaker, not as strong as he used to be. Omampeni Kufuor should have been the standard of all those who are calling themselves elders. I mean, I'm not saying they are not elders, so sorry if my language is quite not straight. But what I mean is that mo amusimu yampeni fo nyina mo nye peni nsen Omampeni Kufuor nyaza.
Yeah.
Mama mabobo nyina emra sikete them tiase at very old age ebekite kitapu makoto ekutukutu nyina no meetings.
Yeah. National Council meeting, NEC meetings.
Yes. Kitapu makutukutu nyina na papa edeko. We penye say JH Mensamo. Hackman tiase. Mpeni mvo be mo likes ni bi so na yazo yebobo yo. Mo likes ni bi so are part of this same system. Right or wrong, they are offering mpeni ndwen edeboa. Enti sebe monfa mo honto to safo no so Abubata Kennedy then yes, that group is there, but also compare yourself to the groups of Omampeni Kufuor, Omampeni Kufuor, who are all currently part of one committee or the other, trying to help transition Mebununonsu into understanding the tradition and the year of the party. The things you do in the MPP eguno and yes anka MPP nyame dane Ghana nyina almost virtually every part of the country to the MPP. By the time they formed the UP, now Northern People's Party in the next when they cover he carried over 14 seats. And na Anglon, and na Gashifimo Pena, then Yamkaka in Abeka Kabumu, Ebe join National Liberation, man be a party, Castia, everybody's party. And so Casa na says Chemu, I say, a friend say, oh, Nancy had a PP ne PP munchi chemu ema Professor Hilary Man winning abay
UNC
edin na me PFP but
from
Panedin
Pauli ne Victor
enema Hilary Man ewini aba intanche chemu ya na we nyina die nkame ya MPP for crowd that's nyansa na too much mo relax in the cool wajunu nke ye pa but nipa du ne hia ye ne to aba na emunsia se yemfa we enene wo de na nsusu ye na ban ameyepe ewi asenhye help them try omu decision no. The next time we meet at meeting BM no ye be say omu nsia na ye gituma ye nyina koye na kosi sen anye ya mu try we so nhwe na ye koye anim but we be ye begija to ni den say Mama kakra me waka wo hono.
James 1 year in office.
Yes. So far so good if you ask me in some areas. And some areas and so there ese ohwe na opejan ho kakra. Me ye hwehwemu a me ye ni edikan na ye enema bo. Prices of goods and services and cost of living. My research found that it has been moderate in 2025 as compared to 2024. 2024 was high. This year has been moderate. And you know, it is a plus. Over local government, it was a minus because overall, no, the government had performed 43.2 per my skill, na a week past. In Tiano, so as a Mushena, Omumo Muchem, so all the MMDCs put together in the year. In fact, this coming year, I will rank him. Now, Omum be defense, the Aboma Basso, Oma Munso, the Enbeco from so they are Ashoma Basem de Mumatimia Jumani. Then you come to the overall central government, 51.2, and also was passed. 51.2, no, the areas where they did well, management of the currency, stability of prices of goods and services, and I think food and agriculture, best 3. Bottom 3, I feel say a major aspect of national development. Bottom 3, jobs for the youth. In fact, I said it last 2 days for Peace FM. Jobs for the youth. Industrialization was down, and the fight against Galamsey. These 3 things were their least identity. Whereas management of the currency, stability of price and goods and services, food, high marks. Now we need to pull them down. The overall effect is that they got 51.2. For me, it is a pass. Now, if you want about ministerial arrangement, ministers Nibi have been ranked top. Ebinomonso have been left down there. Top on the list was our Greek minister, Honorable Enrico Poku. Number 2 was finance minister. Number 3 was education minister. Number 4 was energy minister. And then number 5 was interior minister. Down there at the bottom. Down there at the bottom. So now need surprising me power. As for communications, government communications, Felix. So if he's not performing well in the rating, people don't know actually what to rate him on. But for a ministry like Works, Housing and Water Resources,
Minister
Gilbert, can you say Okra at where you sit? And the mechanical baby,
that Ashanti.
Gilbert, I think a J also.
A J.
Gilbert Kenneth.
No, former deputy defense minister. And JM1 no.
Okay, na na eche amanfo adwo.
Yeah.
But Oheneba, that ministry.
I was not going to say Juma Works and housing.
Yeah. It should have remained one of the vibrant ministries.
Yeah.
And for the past 1 year, that ministry has gone from silent to death. And I think
I'm not surprised because I was reading from CTFM also said construction declined by some percentage in the last quarter of last year.
Yes. And for me, Ubia will follow me report and Ubia could agree. Onumu Makano, Minister of State in charge of climate change, Minister of State in charge of state enterprises, Minister of State in charge of you can grant them some space to say they really don't have so much of, but any Works, Housing and Water Resources. In fact, Mr. Ngel ne out boni di many insano, but it is a wake up call and a feedback to him. Says our ministry no in Penifubia be kitemu one of the most vibrant ministries in Ghana no during his term. He shouldn't let it die like the way it is dying. Again, Rashid Pepo didn't do too well. I rated 25 ministers. He was, I think, the 20th minister. Elizabeth Ofosu-Ajare Trade and Industry so was like the 19th minister. But I mean, it is year 1. We hope that this feedback would urge them to do more for rated regional ministers not this year, and members of parliament. You be ready to be this year, and to get down there, explain yourself to your people because here may be south for your own rating. You could be south for your rating, and to let them understand you and what you are doing in what you are doing. Who dance must score high in the rating, and it's just to send a notice, and notice is hereby served. So ministers are going to, all of them, including CEOs, are going to be ranked, and then members of parliament will also be ranked. Municipal district, metropolitan chief executives are all going to be ranked this year. And just to urge us all to be on the same page as we go. For example, street lights, markets, fail. Basa, then it tells you at the local government area say improve on some of those things. Apart from Numa make a Greek management of the currency, and then they are performing very well.
Education.
Now the Wajian Swako. There be no one performing yet say jobs for the youth. In fact, we cannot let the youth down at all.
So how do we bring in their flagship program, 24-hour economy, which sought to double the workforce now? No? Nka nipa mienu nipa ba adwuma nipa ba koye nipa mienu beka ho dibinya bia 3
one job 3
nipa miensa na ebeye, and then industrialization enso so na de enwuma no enso so ebeba no
into sha. You see, one thing with scientific study is it makes reasonable sense because nipa na form science, the environment is made up of living and non-living things, and largely it is the living things that dictate the pace for the non-living things. And it makes reasonable sense that once industrialization is rated very down, once friends say
jobs,
it will affect jobs. Once industrialization is rated very down, jobs in the best of far, and construction and works, and then for for media and say jobs best of far. Media 24-hour economy eba for 2024 as the same one. Na me imagine say it say we politics ni free more. They can target specialized areas be within the economy. A hundred betimi run 3 shifts or even 2 shifts a day. To send near hospitals near the you see, because they are running it already. There are some areas that it can easily be implemented, but them say politics kobemu into kobasa if you cry the baby yes in Oheneba we fum kran the light bet 2 hour I'm why 24-hour economy want to be Oheneba where is our next one man say well lift Ghana for expectations in their kosoro oh yes I say oh Ghana for no expectation of the policy in kosoro e basa pe disappointment in the banswa and here and so akwa kese enti a serious me sure say one thing e be mind this if we adwene pa is our 24-hour economy, because in the year 2025 under review we got different perspectives from very important people in government. For example, the leader of parliament, the majority leader will tell you say we be at wa wo twen say aban be yisi kapudu bi so de kwakọ ye bibi e friend 24-hour so called 24-hour economy. And now the policy be by a friend 24-hour economy then
rethink.
Also overtry chepa just you see, so it's like opening Obronia or chess committee no Gusi Tano me of a Gusi Tano nom ye bibia almost structure 24 economy remember yen share ni mo ye bibia and say me really say almost set up an authority secretariat. Whereas that something like that is going on, we also told at the other side say well be I will try something like that going on be no better check. And I think say that mix up is there. For me it's not late. Okay, campaign time exaggerate my for imaginations course. I think now during the proper implementation stage you can come back to Ghanaians and say you see a 24-hour economy no. So not 1 hour share him say be ubia and phone watching then ya kaka bebre disco near the wa bi ahwe him say be anya sa entimi nye yesa na ebe ni say be a pot no be abeka say hokra ye dada say nya dada so na watch how different this one is going to be from that. Maybe abeka hospital we abeka so ye dada nya dada so be na watch how different. But select, I think say once they select and target some specific areas and no dey implementable. Na politics inti ebe tuni nyina go say the whole Ghana baby.
Whilst respondents no share the performance of ministers ne other sectors of government ne enyo ho no. Meaning say or research no ewura mu ma find out from them what other things are not previous government ne omo expected this government say obeto.
In fact
they are much interest
yeah. One thing that strikes power was continuation of abandoned projects, or continuation of government projects. But that one too, in the ratings, it is rated very low because Ghanaians perceive say the government doesn't have priority to complete abandoned projects or government projects. That is the only twist to it. And yes, I was Citizens Perception Survey 2025. So not much of 2024, 2023 or the previous years, but we benchmark Nabano. Subsequent years will be done in comparison to 2025 Citizens Perception Survey. And we are going to broaden it here. A lot of twists. In fact, we will report may release it. And only what other issues of social interest, national health insurance, free SHS, Ghanaians' expectation of Black Stars World Cup. We will report on creative arts. A Ghanaians' perception about creative arts form. What are the recommendations if we Ghanaians say Ghana film, Nigeria film, American film, way film, then or better first.
Nigeria film.
And the reasons why they want to choose that storylines, we say
maybe their storyline and omo deco, room deco, interior decoration, no.
And so much. If one better reports, no. Near discuss it, I intend to meet some of the leading players in the Kumawood industry, especially, and also the Ghanaian movie industry, and then we need to discuss the report. If we discuss the report, they can take some lessons from it for improvement purposes. Because in Timi Masi Ghana, now majority of our people prefer different I don't want to preempt the report, but it's like the report, and they are likely to choose Nigeria. And the music, gospel versus all the other genre, reggae, dancehall, then therefore has been properly discussed, and then why they will choose one over the other. Some recommendations for our gospel musicians, our normal high life musicians, dancehall, then therefore is in there. They sure said they are in their business, so perhaps they have plans to improve. But to move fasten their citizens, can at the count more original plans of improvement.
Say 2026 budget in 20 million.
Allocation. Yeah. And me sure says the promised theater ne other event centers no are buying the promises, and so me sure so be doing the bush. Some of these things are bringing the industry down. I'm not speaking for myself, I'm speaking from the report. Bringing industry down. And a lot of the factors is also about they themselves, the industry players. Near far industry players who are better discuss it, near far buying who are better discuss it, and the expectations of the citizens from them in the coming years. And I say 2026 near the
I'm saying Ashanti region, Tokwa SC.
Yeah.
All because of the regional minister said wabe create a para association. Kuma would never hono wabe pro NDC for no ediate another association. Biano omuna o engage omuni ade.
Mami tu omufu wo ho. Menim so mu ye mpanimfo. Menim say omu ye mpanimfo de ba mami tu of based on the report I Ghana for people are passionate about the creative arts industry, sports, and then the music, gospel, ratings now. What they need to do, and they say some person political interest and overcome work human interest. You see, politics be beko. Nyame the talent be ama skills be ama wa ultimately from Emma man for shame, man for energy, FF2 film. There's a thin line between your success and your fall. And for you to always be on the path of success, dissociate your political interest from your professional interest. University teachers, they are usually cry and they say, well, cry a sha, we are a little aligned to a party. Ukraine a better about say pass our party need power. Ukraine pony a better about Emma Umpu leader. Because you can better put the association on track. Don't make it ever be in the creative arts industry. Say, o part in a wasuntino. Say, una everything passes through you. Una a leader. Una will flourish. The entire association will come down. And ka better no kra nya mo hwe mu amofo se onu kra on sheda anye NDC aligned crown on crown is deliberate mu pushing say we bra be di anim at this time because one na obetimi pushing enema ye for wow yeah NDC need there so kwatra onua NDC
yes
aha oh chale o dey see enua no onum kokasa na afiaso na wan hwe ya na ekuo no general interest no has been sold for a political interest. It's an advice. If they think some of them are NDC for, but now you are NDC what power. Esan komu danesha dama so-called MPP for bini krabedi enemy to strategically get all that they want from the government. No mu dechire ye lobbying ni ade committees are ye lobbyists for. Ye die ni mu ye ni ese ye no. Na lobbyists for ni na machire. Una ni minister we na onua no no nko kasa wo dem na ni e gina ho ye debate na lobbying ko eche wo to wa na call bia ba se wo nyankofo ne pene mo fa mo na then
what was the expectation of the Ghanaian people are more responding to we know that they expect more from the government in the first year, the second year or the third year, fourth year to be say election year until which of the years no more change say aban be year juma pa.
So the things that enema year measure no yearly. Afie die no satisfaction level no pass 51%. Over the local government a weak pass 43%. Nia yehwe say there will be improvement over this baseline. Enti nia na manfo no hwehwe from ho yensuo nyamuma yensuo yenkane ansomuma yenkane ani nyina achi no. Yes, omutimi ye bia at the local government level, omutimi ye about 40%, which is a pass, a weak pass. National expectation no, omutimi ye 51%, and no ye pass, proper pass, and a 43 ye weak pass. What we seek to do is second year, we will measure the same items again, and then rate the ministers. We will see the level of improvement, and then ministries, agencies, mubu ama improvement ne cost and the mo change improvement ne bar form no nyina will be estimated just to put the government into awareness say na your force or you know manfo no so Jennifer ho ma men kan fa ntwa to say bia force wo ye bibi na Ghana fo na ehu a magana fo hu is as simple as that onye ma ho nyasa ti me ya de pa me na me works water resource minister me works and housing minister me ya de pa adan na Ghana fo through the feedback report and they say menya ade ma yehu me kan ye wanim aye na me hye se nsuka na wo fina wo ka hwese wo ye den asa wo ye den me release a report no on crime me nuanom journalists for be bring share ya omuhu report am say Western Housing Minister wo like you can see on their faces that they were all utterly shocked or missing from the connection between Omune's ministry no. And that is why that's why I want to prompt him. Say bia o ye bibi na Ghana fo na ehu. O ye so de anke be hu. So o ye na ehu ama ye hu.
Corruption fight.
Yeah. Corruption
and the AG.
Corruption didn't feature much. In fact, the minister I think placed he was within the top 10 though, but was out of the best 5. And Omo minister na a lady no say or happen the game kakra and the rating of Ghanaians about the fight against corruption was somewhere in the middle. It wasn't at the bottom. And na eniso enti Ghana for who say aban no corruption kakra but a new top or enfole kra at the bottom they can improve on it. Apart from the top 3 now aban ya de pa Ghana for no feedback management of the currency, stability of prices of goods and services, and then food adino. Niaka nyina are issues that they must improve. So that would be my general recommendation. I'll share the report with you right away so that also betimiama wetie for no ahwe for ni nyina the benefit of reading it in details. Those kakra na mabon to fa me dey din komo. Me the full report is
there. Chairman.
Ebeda prophecy any juma omudi ama edika ama mena sacha ma hoye
pa
e bompai e de mano kuna wo kuna eri ya ho di ntimi ye mpai bo ana e de ebe mano na ye na ye communication regional communication team no management no so ase say training na no ma ye call ye all the speakers I think say ye fa omofutuo no very well of which I think say it will help us. Nebebwa so as we move on in 2025 communication. Now, ba omiade no. Anthony Jemfiema is secretary.
Tony.
Yes. The strong man. Or say a year bem tebe 22nd.
Okay.
Ana nyameya adumwa yene Dr. Beba Meshianov 22nd ana ye date no ewo. Na I think say ni ka ye mpanimfo bi a party na show mani monyam. Na omwanya de also munye free party nim. Na de omode party no grow atopre. I think say ye besre wo mu ye si pani tire ho na ye si ekuma so ti ase sene omo kasa no enye MPP for the especially omo asebe omo enya position bia na omo no ewo efiefie mu any communities ni mu across the country baby bia beko bia no sebe omo enya sa opportunity na mpanimfo yinya aye ebe som ye edi bia hwe omabusuafo mo ma eni ade no ombesre timbia mi gina mo ma wo mo se ye stress ampanimfo yi se so mo wa futu a ye wo council of Venice elders national omo ho omo nko emre ni mre nyina no omo na etu party ne fo na no me ye fortune me ne Dr. Jebewa enam na I was surprised say as papa ni age ene nkoma ni yedie ene susuye a ofi se woni ne committee no omo set committee mbeko across the country na omo ne party no emana kokasa na omo educate yen woni eme bia ye comment bi emeki a emwa yen ensem fata ni ye betimi atwe hu afni ehwe se party no osono no ene wo se meni mri nyina ye ma ye kasa efa no ho nye individuals na think sen kasa mpanimfo yi ye prof mpombo ate ne nyahomo ne a omom keka ho a likes na omo kasa ede egu party no abem ede ayamhyehyie ne pressure to ye mpanimfo so no ye besere because o hwemu a me no kaze Oheneba enne ya ne kasa meburu no most of them prefer some beko NDC ase some beba MPP adintra omo si MPP udi mu ala ne wa ye nkokroafo ku na bibia de man kokroafo de man panimfo so ti ase ohwecha ekwan amanfo fo aso moto abadi tia MPP ni youth no these are some of the things nansi ye kasa ukọ universities a ewo Ghana ha institutions na ranting na say students na prefer some boko NDC more than MPP adintra because of some panimfo we omo utterances anytime bia na ye ba power omo ne yesa akofo mbe lead nyame ya adom na se yakoto aba ne ye leadership a no mo ye younger de no so mo ye de so mo ye ne se omo hwe omo na montuo ene ne mo ya motie kire na nka montuo omo fo I don't think say Frimpong Boatin professor free the leadership aye we say the general secretary organizer any other leaders no se mo mra na bia diwe kwa we so na momfanfa ombeka se omuntie oti ase enti ebesre wo mo omo ayebi so mfi se omo bra I think say obo football na bra hangu boot oti ase omo me organize
se mentias say abrabo amabo ade amosua akwanya munya de besumi especially J Kufu amamumu nansi when the issue of Accra Kumasi Expressway ehun komo ebaye ye nyina ye di hun komo no then Dr. Richard Anane ye turning kano as a former road minister you are celebrated say oye road minister oye adwuma one for wonim dia won ameka eno ho asemu MPP
yes
no abija bibia tu na create confusion Professor Frimpong Boatin why ye adwuma surgeon ayebo abaso ene as we speak software Ghana Health Service hospital facilities use and one semwa enye adwuma amount for AD hospital but the frustration they are going through all the knowledge the wisdom you acquired on mefa adwenche bi kra ma emien the national discourse on that no this is your contribution. OTC ma MPP.
Yes.
And a Ube Kasama Begu fi much as I don't know who yes.
You are diverting attention.
Why are they doing this?
So say, Inti Sanya Woke Oheneba. It may prof research in the outcome in Yanano. It give them
and the telegraphic report to say Agenda 111 project
in Mura
has stalled.
Yes.
That is your field. What do you say Agenda 111? How is it contributing to a health delivery system? And no the young
Debbie. Hey, so Tiasi. It is all share said the NDC Funya Mre. And no leadership or more assume party no abana more opportunity no more in dear the various institutions and the sectors no or more every region by region. Church in same ama Ghana for who say no even an papa MPP and Korana no more 2 foot rogo no more chantro. This is what we are expecting from them. And yema we ana ye expect to see be Ghana for any amo matimi the difference between MPP and NDC. And near money ye any domo buy our monso ye. It is a prof call field no queer research. Nesse it make a bus MP NDC near 50-something% pass marker. Ne free yen because we are not approaching the people. Yenka and near NDC enya affected to me move on. Nemum yenya kasa a se bi opposition no ana ye mpanimfo anyame aya adoma party na hwo mani muonyam aboa wo mamoma yeye omabusu yeye amoma didin no omumom na esa creative problems e de ma party no nti so cultural radio so a instead of say host no ebeka abanjumadi a wodie na mo discuss na mo aka ho asem no dabi na akoye MPP wo opposition yenye taxpayers money and for my yen. Jane, I discuss yen. I didn't share me a near my profoca yen na me shadin. I'm fine. Or bought a top 5 for no finance minister. Dean me Musa or buy ye pan and this as a manuku policy bear pan on diabeto. I gonna bet me a casse if through one can send him DM and no more dear bar. Emma finance no your economy age na idea ba de ma ye Musa say ya mra na MPP to about MPP no na see the strength in net saying na saying na dollar rate no free saying and na aba saying so na me to na say na free over event saying 17 about ayi o ti ase we chere say na policies na aban no MPP aban de egu na ye adwuma no na whole ban for so the more mine inflation na the 50-something ye kona about 20-something e kire say na MPP abagu so wo ye say nwuma no na ekoso planting for food and jobs ye hwe the we aban so edinani ekosa area no ye sa niema wei na omo so ba ya omo guso a omo eye ho adwuma na no kura no the growth rate na te saying ye musa ye ho but ye MPP for ye feel say ye co elections ye di nkuguo enti ene ewiase nyina ende is that so enya sa na tie enti e besre say ye mpanimfo yi omo enya adwensakra na anye bia no omo nko kampanimfo ho committee no mto mfo mo nka ho no more just on betting in the leadership no ni betimi akọ round so na Dr. Ajebe working on be ko abontin akọ training ama party mana hu ba bia fa ni friend ba bia ya beduro eni die wo say ye ne ma party no ya akọ no bi de ma Ghana for ni etimi de pa power because anya sara ya magie di say me lecture Dr. Wudu kan yi wo see ni pa bi wo ho no mo a omo professionals omo de ne say ni nim die kura no e no de boa o man but emfa ne be lead politics no omo e mama gie di die from boatin ye die eni nya ho mu ye die o ti ase eni said the former road minister yi de then it tells me say do mo kan ye rekre say nipa bi wo ho no mo a fine eba policies a na so ofi so wo akoma pa de ma o party na fa ne be hye akiri na on fa ne nim de mebo ba so wo mana be lead de emwa party no eya de a ekutia party no tie besre say yen hwe na yen hu se nyame ya adom na 31st ye to sa ba we ya ewia minim se party no attention and be divert more towards the policies and programs of the NDC. They are share niema omo ya na monto omo to de enko yie niema Ghana for atiase omo promise yen 3 shifts a watch for about 2 hours omo promise yen automatic if any say recruitment to teaching and the nursing at the same koso and the meburu na nya adwuma said na omo kwose a omo bo meburu nya ho keka kese e de kwoto abama omo sa na ti ana e de be na meburu na ka and when you tie omo timi sa abamubuo abam meburu no papa disappointment so ye aba meburu yimu enti yen as a political party what advantage are we taking to let them understand because ye bia mo hu senior NDC first John Dramani Mahama first obeye nenya unemployed graduates association to the trend say Ghana ha na minim so bi be medical school abetina fia me aka say ye post to no we got all these things in John Dramani Mahama time the first ayenyan MPP buy etimi be buama yetimi clear off all these things but ene de na ekoso omo ya fo madwuma kra ya pam wo mo enti no Oheneba ye besere sempani fo mi ehwe ye tutu ye ne mayi
Razak
Oheneba mache prof so manache ana chama chama
yeah bro
chama say
they incoming
me buy election chama
don't worry we dey me 31st
chama me ni kapro
enye hwe nyame be ye
I say doctor prof mo na
ye be boa
yes nano kwesi ada program na po ye maye no Oheneba won say professor bi ba ho e be check communications in envelope o che fresh serial college envelope na check ti nyame aduma professor mini bebi o trade ti wi a me ko no na
Ghana University anase
abrochire
Ghana
ene mia
Ghana ya what about him bibi mi studio a me hu say professor Smasapon Kazam say professor zi ade ntina ebi mu kasa na akwede de bibu so kasa na nyansa wo musa
adum
anso bia ni
that's a
professor to see apply there we see
professor Smasapon as a leader nyansa wo mpawo
Smasapon say
there be Smasapon sorry
it was what you say
amen smart professor smart then nyansa wo mpawo uti professors ni bi zo na is ntweye ba unim their course anye monwo from ene Oheneba to next week se bi ebesa anya panyin kwase bi no asa kan sam se de be ya be distraction
makache says me emre wo me se wudi mpanifo ni bi achi a ho
ubeki
kansim bia
oh man mindi obi atemo
me nka so di obi atam na me ntwa ma oni obi atam anza na
and I will not
mabo abeti
I will not do that but they make can say me say from ene enkopem next
obesa nya obi oba be kan fufuro
panyin kwase bi obesa aka
obenya pani bia
panyin kwase bi oba kan say because unim
I don't want to detain the
unim de ntia omo yesa Dr. Bawumia ba Ashanti region into omu pese omu take the discussion of Dr. Bawumia away na omu sabi nsem hunu na omu di wo party no na be take center stage of the discussion
about that.
That is the reason. First one na buy no sa weekend na just a mirror buy your friend say Ashanti region sa weekend no no starting Ashanti regional campaign. So it's a planting. So may I agree with the General Secretary that some people have taken money just to destroy the party. Sana, Professor, I'm a for friends, and now Tamako as a founder member of the party. He was a former member of the party, but not a founding member.
Not founding member, no cry.
Yes, I have read it.
Because you have been duly recognized and appreciated. Oh, founding you, and when you'll be able to answer and grow now, and got your founding anyway. And again, and this our founding member, no person would do no. I say without them, there's no other important individual or personality in the party. I say anything.
Oheneba. When the Mumu party Juba Kasa. And cry for no name pending for na Omokan, Ebia Omudo Musika, and Yomu Ahunya dear bin a debois. But Yan Sumasika, like, say can't be your party Juma. More like, my point is that you can fund Matokas say the chair party. Sikan Chicano, Edime. Sorry, Sikan flag. Our internal elections, especially parliamentary primaries, I have never supported candidates here who acquired more public service. Was serve over pension, no. Now about Ubusana or Siana me won the Missika Bebois. Boga for contest, no Tabrichira, no. Unso bra. Utabrichi, Omua, no Babia party program because was obeying more canon oko. But what you was Medicabas.
And at those Penifona Muye Didi, no. Buno Mumbu President Kufontra.
No, you penny President Kufo. Like I don't get
it. Seriously. Because one. Omamba bra to some extent there. Basom Bedi Yabobra Pa or my braboma, President Kufo. Yes. President Kufo. Yababa 2000. Omo Muye Didi, you know, no so Munina answer back one after the other. Or left two or more. And then President Kufuor is calling for calm, respect, and discipline in the party. And almost so much sorry, almost hopping from one other TV station or radio station to another, trying to destroy the party. Into President Kufuor no mumuno. That's how I see it. President Kufuor no mumuno. Because consistently, so what President Kufuor, what means oye penya sebi. Yetete na ma nyanse wo wiase nyina edition team. Unfortunately, omo no omo no de. Ede. Tama no mudi le chinu kwa na nyansa no ho no sabi. Because you don't understand. Papa ya okasa enu rechi. Ye kan asemi. Send the food a health and anyesa. Yeah. Oheneba, the food health. And a Ghana buying I recruit to friends, health officials over 6,000. On my juma 14 months. You 2 months.
Junior doctors, nurses, midwives, physician assistants.
14 months. Now why juma? You 2 months. Papa and Hano. Now next summer work on the I'm not be an interview. Mira Hoye. Also, what teachers say candidates in the album no. And you're correct. And what it is last election, yes, you muma obi. And what it is, and I'm telling him on authority, you're too abada in this political party MPP. Emma do this second answer do lose you know. Onka said the election has been free and fair. This is the last presidential promise. This is the last presidential promise. You we and I want to Japan AJ Mike. No say this is the best ever organized presidential promise in the history of this party. And again, Adana General Secretary Etia Oka, a Kwanya aspirants in be Oheneba Mamika Cho. Very album verification is not in now. When you say other aspirants, I have for a friend's agent.
Album is verified.
I'm telling you, the Omo Farmer. Me come on it in my baby. Oh, I'm telling you, we're going to Dr. Bamu Bawian agent in it. Mama, Oman the Pampo, a moment represent at those areas. And the challenge has also been thrown to them Said the general secretary can say, Obi Bia or can say the process is not fair. No, the back on Hoodie.
Now, on trading tea.
No trading tea. Why are we doing this to ourselves? What people don't understand is Professor Martin, the new generation of this MPP, Yankai the Wayama party no. On my Yankayo. Obi Yankai. And to Kasa now Obekano. May I like the position of Yamame Abnao say Asare. And then Yura Keki Sapo. They have taken the time to somewhere then someone Omunpebaunia Omunya Pekin. To my take it time say
almost support to Ken, yes, Omunpebaunia. Or support to Ken.
Omunpebaunia.
Oh, there be so
Debbie and Chesa won't pen.
Okay, Mamma Abraos or say Asare or support to Ken.
That's it.
Ha, but that one the Mintimin Casa.
Kekes upon the Okas on Pebaumia. I will have some reasons why I'm no by agony.
And Mamma Brass or
support to Ken. That is it.
But that one's in the Mintimin Casa. Usha Ricky. What they did is that Ombe pay airtime. No my campaign, no my reason guarantee I was a delegates at Tuabama. None of them attacked the party. None of them attacked the leadership of the party. Responsible. But you take a position say you want to attack the leadership of the party. You are attacking the party. And you call the party a fake party. Since when? Tamana we minister no. Now Obuama Obaya Galam say no. And no, and I have fake party. Since when the party will be a fake party? And you see people like Nawota Makolo who clearly said that or no, he will never vote for MPP. So far as your friend is saying, Yora Mama is involved in elections in Ghana here. And that boy has a courage to speak about MPP and people are listening to him. Oheneba.
Well, Prof, you were 17 days. Now you have a quack of trouble. Why you watch Makaka?
Oh, I'm saying, may Emma Edu baby names are reaching saturation. Now the changes that were occurring was not much. And me my policy my conclusion they say you better have an 31st January no. Now Dr. Mahmoud Baumia Bedikai. Now opening Kennedy Japan better sumi no. Now opening Brian a champion better sumi ensa. Now opening say we do chum atoso 9. Now opening Kwabneje Japan atoso no. Aka few days to elections. The American is not to say a movie in your campaign. Often say yes we decline into your campaign now. In the all year Jumana can yield some results. And now for say yes we better some you know and answer into no your campaign now and your woes will deepen. May more percentages be because I carefully don't want to give anybody too much competitive advantage. But what is clear so far at the point of saturation, and they say, yes, candidates in Benya votes nibi or baby. For example, in Northeast, Sabio Peniken Benya even though here Dr. Baumia Krum. The whole of 2023 primary Snumukoyen for the whole region, Kennedy got 23 votes for the whole region. And they metimi akasobenya bro 23. There are some improvements across the regions for them. And there were regions being so openi Ken ewini wo hon mana so nya dodo sen Baumia a house Baumia can do a lot of improvement. And in the American interest died or forgone a campaign. Now they are.
But what is clear?
What is clear? At the point of saturation. But there are some areas the votes has improved massively for Dr. Mahmoud Baumia
as compared to 2023.
It is here in America, and they say I'm trying to do analysis of 2023 compared to the current data that I have, as I expect the actual votes to come by 31st of Adi. And I mean the good news is that Brian Chrome and an region, Eastern region, all the aspirants would get votes there. He is not likely to win in his home region, though. But and this is at the point of saturation. Let's see.
Did you take into consideration as of for non come now almost?
Media also be that question. Adam committee and I host BBC with the same question. Say Adena ya Adena Nyame so enama so for no so ka asem bi se na ye de ni Nyame de ni bo abura. Nyame anim ni me answer am de man no me ma the same answer. Who ka say Nyame bo nipa. We share asase no so de she nipa answer. E de ye pema. In fact, from that day ni nipa kan ye bia sa na
Nyame yema
no. Ose me frɛ aboa we ekura ni me kura. Sana ye sa be si ne nipa na today Nyame today. It has been so from day one. And Nyame tie na or monitor ni nipa ne ye. Nti Nyame nsan free soro emeto aba mawo. O de sa hunumu ni nyansa ni nimde na hye wutrim. Nti Oheneba say what time was so pa to the bia you hear from God. You discern. You discern from God. Oh,
yeah.
And not necessarily
yeah.
We are in the Holy Spirit era. Here doesn't have to turn into a church before the Holy Spirit occupies the space. And that is it. So now, Nyame a individual God. You don't need to go to Holy of Holies. Like it used to be in the olden days. With the concept of Oheneba when the researchers come, say about send ya
my question answered.
What else? What's your assumption too much?
That's all.
Also at the point of saturation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is what you should expect. When it comes like there are some other reports I don't want to let it filter into 31st.
I'm sorry, say a prof cancer next week when they do best.
Oh, remember, next week Wednesday we can do the comparison region by region. One man will refer no say this is how 2023 and this is the expectations for 2024 2026.
For want of time, I mean Musa we fan Ashanti region.
Yes.
How is it going to play out?
Oh, Ashanti region can regions are Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia bedin kunim and I said person
Dr. Asiedu Chum any Kwabena Japan free ha nyina over say glad e yisi o say free ha honorable Japan besides send papa free pass
betim say ne
no kra but dem say dey animu da on tezo bepe eyedi tinipa pedumi no bobo busua
free on do free meti hai me nchi bebre mpapa cho trans no kire baby a ofifiri a me free nkwati nyina aka ho ko nkwati ko
say brands because ofifiri debi offense so kaira
asa ene matin so mente no but ye free and ye nyina free
now free when me dey say free wa ma ye enye so be pre bibia answer because the last time who honorable Japan pass no obey.
Okay.
And then they found an E. That's it.
Yeah.
In the affair now, be pay na o kwa chinchim na the set of your board do collection so from a communo. Tamani DJF communo Asante.
But as for senior Asante there, say at the corner and sa men that see me who baby me free.
I feel who baby account.
Me bobo ni nyina me de wasane de me ye wasani. Ye did not dear enti me ye wasani pure ebi income. Me ma hene ne tetrete okwa was proud of him, a gentleman. By all standards. Nunyamfo pa. Uhun animu asema wo timi na beka oti. A gentleman. Wow. Nti mechia me wasafo ni nyina me MCs me ensa diti through Amefi East. Nana Raymond Eba. Nti me de me ye wasani. Ena minchi me papa side so me ye achemni. Me free achemni so tem. E free acheme hemai. efiri nkwatia kwawu eho ena me papa ye ebusua pani ohene wo stem but o machi free nkwatia na baye
torono ye
oye achim kwawu
so ebusua pani
ane
torono ye
me papa de
Tupac gawo
osaberima be fisapon kuma achim so tem hene and we did the end
Tupac bianco
me papa ye one serious man I go be any
oh okay
very serious
obi obusua pani nye serious
David my family go
from me that say chama yeah so me time for meeting komo na
yes
sports for the rest
I think said that prof educate you more na Saudi atoso ne say
Razak sister Kia so chiao sister Kia mental is a hios
yeah
hey Razak mama Ernestina 80-year-old Ernestina
yeah
or a member of Christ Congregation Presby Church KNUST ena otikute o fauni agrokra make say ya o message na boss me nka che Oheneba say
kote di
na fishia pa
next week from next week you na meet ma kwa hwe
wa daroma ya medo me am say
masa euro school munti
oh ube mama Tina has been duly delivered oba Oheneba nyame aduma akwa next week amene no
yeah the mechanic say year about 2 year 31st year between said the penny for committee na hye ne ma no I think say emudawo na menye sure say bibi basabasa bia be den obesi obi a make sure say the polling agents our fan no waginidi no be ye adwuma se ne ese ne fata menye matwesem ana amse menhia no of the se de ye ka no ebedi ka adam ase said the Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia the wife Samira Baye look at the massive support ni the crowd na efe na enika the best say papa na muba 22nd send ye no yeah about events unze lady ban so di kan egugu but the later part no the momentum nim say nya me ya adom papa na muba ne de ebebroso ti ebeda o nyina ase
that's mama ne time for medin komo na mum Reverend Father Francis Dra Anglicans of Panipa osrewa here we studio once every week.
Oh wow.
Say good morning Oheneba. I'm appreciating the works of Professor Smart Sapon doing for Mother Ghana. We need him on your program at least I say at least once a month. Professor twice a month. Tino.
Yes sir. All right.
Sit down, Marche.
Yeah, maybe
Oheneba.